Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. This is Professor Layton in the Azran Legacy for the Nintendo 3DS, and this is going to be part 3 of our blind playthrough of this game. Is everything working as it should? I believe so. Okay, yeah, I think we're good to go. Screen's gonna go black. Alright. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. The map displayed near the Azran Dome indicated the location of 5 Azran relics known as eggs. Layton and his companions now set out on their journey around the world in Professor Sycamore's airship, the Bostonius. Or Bostonius. Bostonius. I'm not sure. Not sure where the accent is on this one. If it's named after the city of Boston, then I guess it would be Bostonius. Now, where shall we go? Yeah, it's doing it again. After it updated the game, the emulator, it seems like it doesn't really detect. Hold on. Which resolution it should render at? There we go. Okay. I thought it looked too pixelated to be what it was supposed to be. Screen's gonna go black. Okay, there we go. I think I've done everything I could, pretty much. Uh-huh. I'm expecting a puzzle somewhere around here, but Layton, what are you doing here? Ah, never mind. I've no time to chat anyway. Still on a secret mission. For the yard. Ah, he's gone. Ah, this guy has a puzzle. Oh dear, what is it? What's wrong? Don't tell me. Vandalism? Cat up a tree? Attempted pedantry? None of the above, Constable. Actually, it would really help us if you knew a good place where we could get a bite to eat. Oh, absolutely. Any constable without a proper knowledge of the local digestibles doesn't know his batch from his elbow. Great, I'm starving. Let's see, if you're looking for a bit of gourmet cuisine, I'd have to recommend the local chippy, Trout and About. Oh, that's the chip shops that was mentioned in the World Times, isn't it? The one with a mile-long queue? Ah, well, there we go. That's what I was looking for yesterday. Proud to be part of that queue, I am. You'll catch me there every morning, 10:15 on the dot, or my name is not Bobby. 10:15 every morning? Don't you have a job to do? I resent the implication, miss. I'll have you know I keep the peace in that queue. That's what the job's all about. Sounds like someone's making excuses. Oh, come on. Who wouldn't give their left arm just to get a taste of that crispy batter? That light and fluffy fillet. Oh, my clients. I'm convinced. There's only one way to redeem your good name, Constable Bobby. Show us the way. Yes, you see, the thing is, I can't. I mean, I'd love to, but it goes against my moral compass. Can't make that queue any longer than it already is. What? After telling us how nice it is, you're not even going to show us where it is? That's not fair. All's fair in food and drink, kid. Speaking of food and drink, want to try a puzzle about bridge construction? Bridge construction. All's fair in food and drink, I like that. Troubled waters. A storm has ravaged this village and destroyed the bridge, leaving the residents stranded. Can you help them build a temporary replacement out of scrap materials? What, I gotta fill the whole square? Mm-hmm. How does that look?
If I just do this... Luke Triton, at your service.
Well, would you believe it? Ah, they put a car in the bridge. What kind of bridge is this? It's not ideal, but it should do for now. Let's leave the rest of villagers. It looks anything but safe. Let's leave the rest of the villagers. You don't want to be doing all the hard work, do you? Someone should be more worried about safety. All that did was make me even hungrier. Alright, fine. You've appealed to my better nature. Go straight ahead and it's the 3rd street on the right. I warn you though, you'll need about 3 hours minimum if you want to try that tongue-addling taste. A whole 3 hours? Best not then. Last time we waited that long for food, Luke started hallucinating. Remember that giant walking steaks, Luke? You're lost, but I suppose there's plenty more fish and chips in the sea. Ah, there we go. Okay, they don't really tell you the location then, I guess. If you need my help again, just amble over and I'll see what I can do. I've got a degree in social competence. Maybe you could tell us where to find a more cooperative policeman. Policeman. The police. Ah, yeah, I gotta go back to that area in the snow then. Okay. Ah, no. Ah. Back to map. Uh-huh. Frohenborg. You've arrived at your destination, the snowy town of Frohenborg. Meow meow. There are currently no puzzles for you to solve here. Select a puzzle to solve. Ah, that's really nice and warm. Do you mind if I just stay here? Ah! There was a coin I didn't find the first time, I guess. Ah, puzzle time. Well, hello. Always nice to see a friendly face. How are you keeping? Not bad, thank you. You look well yourself, Donna. Well, they say the greatest wealth is health. Why don't you stop and mow and enjoy a nice puzzle? Keep brain in shape. Puzzle 38, a royal burden. One of the jewels in my royal collection is so colossal and precious I thought the only place for it would be upon my regal head. Alas, the blasted stone is both so ludicrously large and horrendously heavy that it has now rendered my crown totally unwearable. I'd gladly give this piece of royal headwear to anyone who can accurately ascertain how many jewels it contains. Are you able to solve the king's challenge? Well, I see one at the top. You probably wouldn't want to miss that one. And then otherwise I see 3 on each vertical thing that connects to the top. Times 4, that's 12. Plus 4, 16. Plus 1 at the top, 17 then. Does that seem correct? Or maybe there's one you can't see in the description. Maybe he's talking about the one at the top. I count 17 myself. I count 17.
Here's my answer.
Okay.
I must have been careless.
Check again to make sure you're counting the jewels correctly. What? I believe I am. Ain't that a jewel at the top? I can't see it from a different angle, so that's kind of hard to see. Wait, you've got 2 on these things at the top, on each. Times 4, that's 8. And on the thing at the bottom, I count 8 too. 4 purple, 4 green. I see 17, I count 17, and yet it's not the right answer. The star at the top can't be a jewel. It seems to be made of the gold, and that's not a jewel. And a hint then. Yeah, and so. Yeah? How many jewels are there on the base of the crown? The fact that it's spinning may make them harder to count, but keep an eye on the star at the top and it will be easier to track its rotation. Yeah, the ludicrously large one. Where is it? I thought it was the one at the top. Or it's inside. And then that's 18. I don't know. That would make one more. What, it was inside?
There we have it.
That's misleading. I thought it was the one at the top. Well, how did you like it? Good one, wasn't it? An excellent exercise for the mind, Donna. Thank you. After this pleasant break, I think we are ready to set off again. The wooden steps can be a bit slippery, so watch your step on the way down. Even the sign is covered in frost. This is a real winter wonderland. What, I didn't look for any coins when I was here before? Well, that's 3. Okay. Looking for puzzles. Yeah, we don't care about this. Yeah, I only picked up on the fact that they were talking about the cave. Does the young lady have another puzzle? Yes, she does. Wow, that is such an adorable outfit. It's not exactly in this season, but I guess that's what you're going for, right? Are you asking me? Yes, of course, you. You know, sometimes I go off trend too. Like right now, it's all about strawberry red, but I just can't pull that off. So instead I carry this strawberry puzzle. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Puzzle 39. Time for dessert. You have a huge mound of strawberries to share between 4 children A to D. You'd think it would be easy, but each of these picky children is very specific about the number of strawberries they'd like. I want 1 fewer than B. I want 3 times what C gets. I want 5 fewer than A. I want half as many as A. Bearing in mind that the plates hold up to 9 strawberries, can you dish out the fruit and satisfy all 4 children's demands? Ah. Okay, I'm gonna need the description. I don't know, let's assume that B is a multiple of 3, so it's either 3, 6, or 9. That limits the amount anyway. Okay, A wants 1 fewer. Let's try with 6. 6, 5. I want 5 fewer than A. He would get none. And A's number is divisible by 2. It has to be. Okay. Let's try it like that then. How does that look? A says, I want 1 fewer than B. That's correct. I want 3 times what C gets. Ah, but 3 times 0, that's not possible. Okay. So that has to be 1. And C says 5 fewer than A. Hold on then. C can't be 0. Let's try 9 here. C would get 3. And D would get half as many as A, that's 4. Let's see. How does that look? A says I want 1 fewer than B. B says I want 3 times what C gets. C says I want 5 fewer than A. Okay. And D, I want half as many as A. Okay, that seems to fit. That fits the description.
Here is my answer. I enjoyed that.
The most strawberries any child can get is 9, and it's pretty obvious from B's statement that she's a huge fan of strawberries. If B gets 9 strawberries, A gets 8, C gets 3, and D gets 4. Strawberries must be very tasty. They're delicious. I can't wait for the holidays. That's when we get to go down into the fields and have a fruit feast. Strawberries and cream. Okay, rumors of a snowman that moves during the night are spreading through Frohenborg. One lady even claims to have seen it flamenco dancing. So I need to ask a lady in town? Maybe, perhaps, probably. That's not a lady though, is it? Well met, friends, it's nice to see you again. Mr. McIntosh, was it? What are you doing here? As soon as I heard about this skiff, I dashed to your post-haste. It could hold all sorts of Azran secrets, you know. You seem very well informed. You are quite correct. This place did conceal a priceless Azran treasure. Ha, so you saw it, did you? Does that mean you two were the ones who discovered it? I cannot claim any credit for the discovery. It was Professor Sycamore's years of research that led us here. Right. Well, my timing is appalling as it ever was. You were not far behind us, my friend. Don't be discouraged. There is still much to be discovered. But it's the archaeological find of the century. How will I ever top that? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Is it this lady? A pride sledge. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I like to keep this place nice and cozy for visitors. I want people to have warm memories of Fernboard, do you see? Or what, maybe you need to come back to this place when it's nighttime? I see no lady here that I could speak to. And well, I guess she may be too young to be a lady. To be called a lady is what I should say. Box full of mail. Okay, well, if there's nothing more I can find. There was another one in the journal, yeah, or a newspaper, I should say, I guess. In Lake Cuddy, the locals. This kid seems to be calling his mom for something, for some reason, but... the locals. How about her? One day I hope to be regarded as the most elegant lady in town. I'm already well on the way, don't you think? Puzzle time. Catfish, freshly caught just once a week. They're a real treat. Ah, hello. A nice catfish for you, or is it a puzzle you're after? What? A puzzle? I was hoping you'd have some nice fish cakes or something. Haha, fish cakes is Tuesday, laddie. But now I've reeled you in. How about giving me a hand? A boat builder has 6 orders for rowing boats, and each of them requires 10 logs to build. He goes to see the timber merchant and finds that they have just the right amount of wood. However, he must buy it 4 adjacent pallets at a time, and the pallets don't have a set number of logs. To make life even harder, the salesman has no idea how many logs one of the pallets has, only that it doesn't have more than 5. Help the builder by dividing the timber into 6 4-pallet loads, each having 10 logs. Make sets of 10. Let me look at the description again. 6 orders for rowing boats, and each of them requires 10 logs to build. He goes to see the timber merchant and finds they have just the right amount of wood. Okay, so that means there are 60 total then. He has 6 orders. Each of them requires 10. And the timber merchant has just the right amount of wood. So that's 60. Okay, let's determine how many the remaining one has. So that's 2, 6, 7, 10, 11, 14, 15, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 28, 29, 32, 34, 36, no, 38, 40, 42, 45, 48, plus 5, 53, 53. How is that possible? Or did I miscount? Okay, let's count them again. Well, I'm gonna write it down. It should be easier. 2, 4, 1, 3. 1, 3. 1, 2. 2, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 2, 5, no, 3. That's 3, this one. Alright. Let's see. 2, 6, 10, 11, 12 on the first row. That's it, right? 7, no, 11. 11, 12, 13, plus 4, 17, 20, 23, 25, 28, 29, 31, 33, 34, plus 5, 39, 42, plus 5, 47, plus 2, 49, plus 2, 51, 55, so the remaining one would have 5. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is correct. Okay, so there are 60 and 60 each requires 10, so I need to divide it into pallets, into groups of 10. Hold on. In groups of 10. What? Can't make it more than... Ah, it's groups of 4. Okay. Okay, it has to be by 4. Alright. How about this? That's 10. Hold on. I believe it has to be that way. Uh-huh. One, two, that's 5, that's 10. Four plus 2, 6, 7, 10. How does that look? Okay, that seems to be correct.
Let's see. That one's in the trunk.
Wonderful! It turns out the boats are going to be used in the floating market. The stall owners will be able to open shop now thanks to you. A boatload of hassle is now in your puzzle index. Aha, much obliged. Not a bad puzzle, was it? But why would a fisherman worry about such a problem? Surely you don't also make boats? What can I say? Supply and demand is key to any business. I have to ask the locals about Cody. What a coincidence. Stop and chat for a mo, would you? Hello, sir. We would be glad to. You come by. Great timing. You coming by. You can give me a hand with this puzzle that's been busting me noggin. Shunting into sidings. One of your rookie train drivers got confused about where to leave his train's trucks at the end of his shift, so he just dumped them at the far side of the depot and went home. You'll have to pick up the slack and put them where they need to be, alongside the train on the top track and with the trucks in the exact same order, of course. Take control of the train engine and sort out this mess. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not exactly sure what I have to do. One of your rookie train drivers... Yeah? What is this? Uh-huh. What? No. Ah, hold on. Hey, that's more complicated than I thought. Well, how about that? Okay.
My intuition should serve me well. A satisfying puzzle indeed.
Choo-choo, driving trains is just as much fun as it looks. Ah, I see it now. Simple, really. It must be quite a complicated job to be a railway controller, mustn't it? Working out the carriage order and signals and all that. Hey, you understand. The people around here have boats on the brain, but boats are just too unpredictable for me. I like my engines to run like a clockwork, none of that floating about. Puzzle time. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Oh dear, Hazel, is something the matter? I'll help you if I can. Mm-hmm. Puzzle 40. Acorn allocation. These 3 squirrels are on their way home, picking up acorns along the way. The forest is dotted with clearings that contain piles of acorns, and every time a squirrel passes through one, it takes all the acorns that it finds. The number on each clearing indicates how many acorns it contains. The 3 squirrels set off one after the other, starting from the top, and by the time they each get home, they all have the same number of acorns. Which route does each squirrel take? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, there's a line going across the thing here. I don't know why. 228, I don't know. $20, $20, $31, okay. Well, this one has to start with that number, so... Actually, okay, let's see. The first one needs to get at least 12, since the first spot and the last one, he has to go through these. There's no choice. The second one gets at least 13, the last one gets at least 16. And as a matter of fact... You can also count those in the middle, I guess, since they have no choice. At least for the one at the top and the one at the bottom. The one at the top needs to get at least 8 plus 8 plus 2. 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 8, if you like. And that's 18. The one at the bottom gets at least 14. Wait, 8 plus 6, that's 14 plus 4. 18 plus 8, 26. 26 minimum for the one at the bottom. And 18 for the one at the top. So that probably tells you what you need to know about this one. He has to go that way. $25 and $28, okay. But no, they don't have to reach the same house on both sides, though. $20, $26, yeah. Yeah, I'm stupid. It's only really the one in front of them that counts. Because the one at the top doesn't have to come out at the house at the top on the other side. It doesn't say which house they have to hand on. Okay. Well, should I balance them out then? The one that has 8, should I make it arrive at the one that has 7? To try to bring them all closer together? That's 22. It's 23. That's not correct. Well, that would be 20. Ah, this is not so simple. It's 27. It's 29. It's 26. It's not so simple. I kinda have to do the work mentally at first. Oh. That's 24. That's 24. Nah, that's not possible. Oh, unless... No. No. Ah! That's 20. Okay, that's 24. Oh, that's 16. That's not enough. $22. That's not enough. $29. I don't see how else I can do this. Let's try to see which final number is plausible for all of them.
Well, one thing that seems to be almost certain
is that it might have to be an even number. That's 28. That's only 18, so that's not possible. Damn squirrels. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's an odd number. That would be 25. Now that would be 29. That would be 25. That would be 23. Or maybe 21. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think you can make that number with the first one. No, that's 25. Well, one thing's for sure, the last one has to be at least 14 because of these two, and the first one has to be at least 8 because of these two. The last one seems like it would be the one where you have to start trying to get lower numbers after the first one you tried to get. Because then the higher numbers might be harder to achieve for the others, I guess. Because they start with a lower number. So this one has 25. This one next. You have to go through these first two. There's no other choice for this one. 25 and 23. Ah, okay. 23. Hold on then. Wait, what? How can it be 23? There's only a difference of 2. Unless... Unless if a squirrel has already claimed... Ah! I did not understand that if a squirrel goes through a spot where another squirrel has already gone, those acorns are already gone too. Aha. Ah, so there's another way to solve this puzzle then. You total the amount of all the different spots. Hold on then. I'm silly. If I had noticed this earlier, I lost so much time trying to solve this. Okay, 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 8. 71 divided by 3. Ah. How is that possible? You can't divide it by 3. How can they all have the same number then? What the flipping heck? How is that possible? 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 8. No, I come to the same number, 71. And it's not divisible by 3. How is that even possible then? The number that they should have at the end should all add up to the total number of what's available on the field. Shouldn't it? Unless several can end at the same house. Let's try it out. The face doesn't show, but no. It means that the red one is stuck. It has to end on one house. It might also mean that there is one spot that they never go through. They don't have to go to all of them, go through all of the spots. If I do -2, that's 69, and that's divisible by 3. And then they would all have 23. Okay, let's see. If they all have 23, the first one minus the 8 that it has to go through, I have to trace a path where it will collect 15 more. 4 plus 4. Okay, it would go on a diagonal. But no, because then it would go by that too. Yeah, but that would mean that to reach that house, someone would have to go through that number 2, though. Yeah, besides here, he didn't get 23, this one. That's 25. That's not good. And 25 by 3, that's 75. There are not enough, so it can't be 25. It has to be lower than that. In fact, it can't be more than 23. If anything. 71 minus 7. That's 63? No. Wait. Is it? No. No, it isn't. 64? Is that divisible by 3? 64. No, I don't think it is. Ah! No. No. Because here he has 20. Ah, but it's still possible, I guess. If you don't get the... Ah, but no, wait. Ah, no, it isn't. What am I saying? Because I was gonna say 71 minus 12. No, no, that's not possible. Ah! This is a complicated puzzle. You could probably find the solution by luck. That's 63. That means you would leave 8 out. A 6 and a 2? No, that's not possible. Mm. 25, I said it, that's not possible. Neither is 24 because that would make the total 72, and there aren't 72 acorns total. It's anything under 23 from 23 and down, the total that they can each have. It's not possible otherwise. I'm not gonna ask for hints because it's only gonna tell me the exact same thing. I mean, probably. That's 21. But if it's 21, then 21 by 3, that's 63. That makes a difference of 8. I don't know which ones I could leave out and never take. For a total of 8. That doesn't seem possible. There are no combinations of spots that you would have to leave open. If there's anything you can leave open, it's either 7 or 5. Or 2. Actually, let's try that out. 71 minus 12, that's 59. That's not divisible by 3. 71 minus 7, that's 64. That's not divisible by 3. 71 minus 5, that's 66. That's divisible by 3. That would be 22. Is it possible to make 22 for any of them? Actually, you can't leave 7 out, it seems like. But if you take 2 or 5 out of the equation, then it's still possible to make them all go through path that will that's 22. We agree. Okay. This one, 4 and 8. No, that would be 18. Ah, no, that's 22. Okay. And, now that's 21. Ah! Yeah, true, the one at the bottom can't reach this one either. Huh. But it's possible, perhaps... Hold on. Maybe the key... Maybe the key is to swap between them and not complete a single path in one go. This one has 14 right now. This one, how about it? This one still has 8. At that moment it has 12. No. Well, this one already has 15. Wait, it's complicated. I feel like I have the solution, but it's the execution part that I am struggling with at the moment. How do I make 22 for each? This one at the bottom, I'm stuck for so long on this puzzle and it's baffling me. 8, 22 minus 8, he still needs 14. Okay, but he has to go through 8 and 6. So that means he still needs 7. He could end up here, I guess. As long as he goes through spots where someone has already been before. Hold on. Okay, now. She has 6. No, that's 24. That's not possible. $15. 15. Still lacking 7. That's not good. That's 25. That's not possible. And if he doesn't get that 4, but he doesn't already in the beginning. But wait a second. I already made it so that she would be getting the 4. But how can he get 8 and she has fewer? No, because he takes those. Okay, that sets this one back, I guess. Okay, so the order that you press them and try to complete their sequence has nothing to do with it. Nothing whatsoever. But in this case... Hold on a minute, how is that possible? It's not doing it now. This one has 21. This one has 20, which is not what I want. Yeah, right now this one has more because, 21, 22, that's not possible. Or maybe it's the one in the middle that I have to leave out and it's 23 that they each have. I'm gonna look up the solution to this one. I'm sorry, but I've been wasting so much time on it. I really don't like it. What's the name of this one? 3 squirrels, something like that. Puzzle, Layton, 3 squirrels. Squirrel snacks? No, that's not it. Or is it? No, that's not the one. Acorn allocation? Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Okay, I can see it. So it was 22. The second one goes through this. And the third one goes through 8, 6. Yeah, okay, there we go, yeah.
Maybe this is.
I was looking for the solution to make it that way at some point, leaving the 5 out, but
Apprentice saves the day.
I couldn't figure it out. You've got enough acorns there to last the winter, haven't you? What's the problem? You need hazelnuts too? You have a healthy appetite, don't you? Who, me? Well, maybe, but at least I don't stuff food into my cheeks and save it for later. I've already talked to the guy here. I need to keep asking the locals about that monster, I guess. You're the last one before. You're looking well. How can you tell? You look livelier. Spring in your step that wasn't there before. I'm glad. I appreciate your observation. Oh, excuse me, sir, but we've read in the World Times about the monster that lives here. Coddy, have you seen it? Funny you should ask. I was the one who named it. I'd prefer not to talk about it out in the open. Come in. Uh-huh. Oh. New location. Looking through his drawers. It's not very nice. Dolphin ornaments. That's the second one. That's 3. Hey. Boris's boots. Okay. The stack of wood. Ah. Okay. Harpoons. Wait a minute. Ah! If you eat the whole fish, a hint coin comes out. Didn't ask for permission, sorry. Not much, but it's home. Make yourselves comfortable. I think I already did by eating your fish. I'm gonna use the restroom. Can you excuse me for a moment? Yeah, actually, I haven't made one of these yet, I guess. A be right back text. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this font doesn't work. Okay, and I should also... Contour. Color of the contour, black, to make it more readable. Okay, there we go. And I shall put it here. Right on my noggin. Okay, and then I can toggle it on and off. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, people. I should remove this. Remove this now. Okay. Now, pray, forgive me. Okay, sorry. I need some chocolate. I need something. Something to snack on. Feeling hungry. Even though I already had dinner. My stomach is grumbling. Okay. Excuse me. Not much home, but it's home. Make yourself comfortable. Thank you. So about Cuddy. About that. The article said they were undecided on the official name. Critics like my name, but I'm tired of it. The new one is Cuddles. Nice. So has Cuddles always lived in the lake, or did it only surface after the ruins were discovered? How do I put it? Cuddles doesn't live here anymore. Oh, did it leave? I ate it. You... What? You ate the monster? It was a big fish. But how could you just eat it? It could have been the last of its kind. Now, hold your horses. It wasn't really anything special, just a giant eel. An eel? They're like long, thin fish. I can sort of see why you might think they look like monsters. Especially this one. It was huge, longer than my boat from bow to stern. It must have been quite frightening. Sure chance my photo made it look like 10 times bigger. Never thought the media would go crazy over it. Had a ripping meal with the lads, though. And the fact of the matter is that no monster existed here at all. And here I was hoping I'd have the chance to talk to it. Oh well. Mystery solved. Sorry to disappoint. I'll treat you to a meal next time I catch one. Okay. I'll try Borg again. I haven't been able to solve the mystery of the Den Sneak Snowman. Maybe I should try to have a look at the snowmen themselves. Oh, okay. Well, no, that's not it. I already talked to her and she didn't mention anything like that. Well, I can't find anything to do with the snowman mystery. Okay, let's move on then. Let's try one of these other locations. I'm guessing you can tackle them in any order you like. Okay, according to what we discovered in the Azran Dome, there ought to be an egg around here. It looks so tropical and green. It's going to be boiling out there, isn't it? And have you seen how thick the jungle is? How are we even going to find a tiny little egg in the middle of all that? Dense as it may be, Luke, your keen eye must have caught a glimpse of the small village amongst the foliage, no? I did spot a clearing, but it was just full of enormous mushrooms. Indeed, and I find it unlikely that they'd grow to such size naturally. One should be wary of making assumptions, though. We should investigate and see for ourselves. Indeed, whether it's this hypothetical village exists or not, we'll find our answer around 100 yards north of here. Okay. Just look at all these fabulous colors. I'm sorry, but you'll have to spare me a few minutes for my photo album. It must be difficult to live in such a remote place. I must confess, I didn't think we would encounter such a vibrant settlement as this. It's not even marked on the map, almost as though it were some kind of lost paradise. I think I'd prefer a less spongy paradise. Quite. Now I'd like to speak to that young man over there. He may help us find the egg before our nostrils seal up in the protest. Okay. Mushroom people, Chestnut. This is a real brain scratcher. Oh no. Oh no, my hair, it's got me. It's eating my hand. Excuse me, sir. We were wondering if you could assist. It's eating me alive. What? You don't get it? God, I don't have time for this. It's almost sundown. Oh, that's not exactly how I foresaw that conversation going. What on earth was he doing? Maybe that's just a normal way for people to act in this village. I don't think that's a normal way for people to act anywhere, Aurora. There's a lady over there. If at first you don't succeed... It's just a pole. This pole would appear to mark the edge of the village. How charming. Okay, excellent. There's a puzzle in the flower. What a marvelous flower. I don't recall ever having seen such a species. Oh, how exciting. I think I'll take a few snaps. All this talk of flowers reminds me of a puzzle. Would you care to try your hand at it, Emmy? This again. Okay. I'm not sure I've made the right choice. No. No, that can't be. Because I'm not gonna be able to fit anything down in that corner. Okay, restart it. No. No. Not gonna work. What time is it? Not gonna work, o'clock. No. Can't get this to work. Okay. No. No. Not gonna work. This is not gonna work either, I think. Unless... No. Restart. I would find it more logical that this long one would have to fit along one of the edges, and the easiest spot to put it would be along either the left edge or the right one. Because of how off center the house is, towards the top right corner. Mm-hmm. No. 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 Maybe this long one doesn't go at the bottom after all. I'm only trying to move it. See how I could fit things that way. Hold on. Am I onto something here? No, not like that. So far it works, but I don't see how I'm gonna fit the rest. Unless no. No. No, it's not working. Nah, in fact, the way I just put them that doesn't really leave anything open for me after... Hold on, unless it's like this? No. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna try... fuck's sake. Okay, if I did it that way... Let's see, how about like this? But no, like that, alright. No. How about like this? No. No, I can't get it to work that way. I don't want to rotate it. There we go. There ain't much you can fit in the top left corner that way. In fact, there's really not much at all that you can fit that way. You can't fit this one. Nor this one, nor this one, nor this one. If I put it there, then this is the only thing that I can do to fit in that corner. No. Damn, it's complicated. Maybe this is a hint that this should be ruled out right out of the gate. Okay, well, you know, because they seemed to fit so well together, these two, I thought they would have to go together, but I'm not so sure now. No. Because then what am I gonna fit here? A hint, perhaps. Ah. Pink. Pink, 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 pink. What? Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay. I see. No, not like that. Probably not like that then. And what if I try like this? No. No, that's not possible. That's a shame because it was a good start though. I'm so screwed. Hey Monica, hello there. I'm fine, thank you. Finally, I don't have to work for a few days, so that's a relief. And I was able to sleep more than enough in the morning. How's it going for you though? How was your day? I was so dead in the morning though that I forgot my wallet at work. I would only get it back on Monday though. But I didn't lose it at least. I had to call a colleague to go and look in my locker to see if I didn't leave it in my other jacket's pocket. Thankfully he told me it was there, so I know where it is. How about like that? No, it's not gonna work. So far. Yeah, no, it seems like it would be complicated to fit everything that way. Restart then. No. Not like that. Let's see, no, that's impossible because the hint said that there were only pink flowers around the house. You're good, last day of looking after your nephew for now. And since it's Friday, we got snacks. Ooh, snacks. What did you get? What snacks? Ah! These controls. I'm probably gonna need another hint to steer me in the right direction because I can't figure it out at the moment. Another one, maybe. Place the long, thin block along the left edge of the garden, reaching in the top left corner. Well, I already tried that to begin with, but... Okay, and what else? The 5-flower block that's shaped like... a bit like a lowercase t needs to be rotated 90 degrees anti-clockwise, then placed in the bottom left corner. I think they mean this one. Okay. Soda to share. He got some chocolate and caramel thing. I got ice cream. I got ice cream in the fridge. Actually, you just reminded me. I could go for some myself. Because I've been feeling hungry. Let's see. Maybe this is what I have to do. No. I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't think so. But there aren't a million things that I could fit in that corner, though. How about like this? Unless... no. Nah, that would be impossible to solve then. Well, yeah, the one that they say has to be shaped like a lowercase t a little bit, I guess. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna start back from scratch. They said 90 degrees anti-clockwise. Or what, this one? Ah, no, it's this one that they meant. A bit like a lowercase t. Ah, okay. Well, if I was wrong at the start, so I couldn't get it to work. Okie dokie. Like this, perhaps? But then I don't see where I'm gonna fit this one if I do things this way. Hold on. Get these out of the way. I'm gonna try to fit this one here. What does that leave? Uh-huh. I think we might be onto something. Or not. Nah, it was going too well. It was all going way too well. Damn it, these things are hard. Like this, perhaps? But where do I put this one next then? Like this? It's this one now that's gonna be a problem. No? I hate this thing! Following on from hint number 2, the square block slots in between the house and the long thin block above the T-shaped block in the bottom left corner. It doesn't need to be rotated. Okay, let's start everything from scratch again. Alright, like this then. That's what they meant. No, that's not gonna fit. How about like this? It is complicated, yeah. And there's another one before this one on which I got stuck for like 10 minutes as well. It's starting to be a bit much. Excuse me. Hold on before it happens again. Excuse me. Okay. No, that's not gonna fit. What else can I fit in there? Not this, obviously. And if I set this one, there's nothing else that I can fit in there then. Unless, no, this one is not gonna fit either. I don't even see how I'm supposed to get this to fit. Okay. If you've placed all the blocks mentioned in the previous hints, you should only have 4 blocks left to place. Rotate the block containing 4 flowers 9 degrees clockwise. Then slot it into the top right corner. Okay. Yeah, but I need everything to be just as it was at the start, though, once again. What is it? This one, they said. 90 degrees clockwise. Put it in the corner. Okay. Which means that you can only fit this one in here. Okay, I've got it. No. No. Like this. Okay. frustrating.
It's done. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Thank you, Monica. It was not all me though. I needed all of the hints that I could get to get through this. Sorry. I don't feel like this is a huge victory, you know what I mean? Okay, that's a bot. Excuse me. Yeah, thankfully I don't feel too bad about it. It's just I don't feel like I have much merit in that. Okay. Let's continue. This truly is a remarkable flower. And so photogenic, I can't wait to get these developed. Ooh, there's walkways running between the houses. Photo time! The rope bridge acts as an easy way to get from one home to another. Maybe it's an easy way, but it doesn't look very steady to me. Purple mushroom. Ah, okay, there was a hint coin here. This pot appears to be full of tasty-looking ingredients. The main ingredient seems to be mushrooms. Surprise, surprise! Where in the world is that? It's called the jungle region. I don't know where in the world it's supposed to be, but they call it jungle. Look at it simmer. I'm starting to drool over here. Alright. I feel like there should be at least one more hint coin somewhere, but I can't find it. Oh well, I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. Okay. Hello, interestingly dressed lady. What? Ha ha. What in heavens is that funny looking thing on your head? Good day, madam. If you're referring to this gentleman's hat, it's actually considered to be a rather suave item of clothing. No, not the hat. I'm talking about what's on your head. Hair? I guess? Hair? Or what? The glasses? I don't believe there's anything on Professor Sycamore's head. Are you quite sure? Yes, of course I'm sure. Oh dear, my sides are splitting. It's your hair. What's with those funny looking bunches? They're so curly, like piggy tails. He seems offended. Piglets racing. These adorable little piglets are about to take part in a race, but they won't be able to start until they are lined up in the correct traps. Amanita roasting him. They won't be able to start until they are lined up in the correct traps, as indicated by the numbers on their backs. I can only move them around 2 at a time. Okay, yeah, I get what the puzzle is all about then. Are you kidding me? Ah, hold on, I think I know. Like this. I like this, okay.
Upon careful consideration, logical thinking is essential in my line of work.
Great work, you saved the piglet race. Amanita's request. Hahaha, alright, I'll calm down now. No need to get your knickers in a twist. Anyhow, welcome to our humble home of Fongi. I'm Amanita. We don't usually accept outsiders, but I think we can make an exception for you lovely people. While I can't say I appreciate the slight against my hair, I admit this place is fascinating, and the name, very evocative. We haven't introduced ourselves. Desmond Sycamore, archaeologist. It's a pleasure. Herschel Layton. Like Professor Sycamore here, I also work in the field of archaeology. I see that the allure of puzzles pervades even the most remote of regions. Well, puzzles are a bit of a trend around here. Don't be too surprised if someone suddenly springs one on you. That you choose now to be the moment to warn us about that is something of a puzzle in itself. Listen, I'm really sorry about laughing at you. It's just I'd completely forgotten how curly a man's hair could be. I see. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but okay. I see the people of Fongi, those do seem to sport a rather particular hairstyle, I must say. If anyone starts giving you a rough time about being here, just tell him Amanita let you in. That'll sort him. You kept a level head and solved my puzzle, even after I got in your hair. Puzzles are a bit of a trend around here, like it isn't everywhere, yeah. In the world of Professor Layton, anyway. For that I'm grateful, Professor Pigtails. Sycamore. Excuse me, Amanita, but we have a favor to ask, if you don't mind. We're looking for a small egg-shaped stone marked with engravings. Have you seen it? Sure, I've seen it. Go straight ahead and you'll come to the grand stage. It's right there. The grand stage, you say? Thank you for your help, Amanita. You've been most kind. Yeah, it's our sacred treasure that we use to worship our god or something. Oh, well, we're just gonna borrow it then. Like, that's gonna go well. I want to see Layton in a town where they look at him funny for turning everything into puzzles. Yeah. Like, they get rude, you know? Like in big cities or something. Like in Paris, where everyone is rude. Not a problem. Besides, I'm looking forward to seeing your performance. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Go on ahead. You'll see for yourself. They'll roast you alive. You're the next meal. Yes, they have that reputation, yeah. They have the reputation of being rude and not liking strangers or something. Especially if you don't speak French. You're probably not going to be very welcome. The whole country is very beautiful. But it's the people the problem. And in Paris more so than anywhere else. Brussels is a little bit the same too, I would say. Maybe not so much towards tourists or strangers or anything like that, but people tend to not being very friendly, shall we say. Less so than in the countryside. From my perspective, anyway. They've gathered quite the crowd here. I presume this is the grand stage that Amanita spoke of. Everyone looks really excited, and look at all the decorations. It's usually the syndrome of people living in the capital cities, thinking that they're better than anyone anywhere else in the rest of the country, you know? It's something that I find is usually the case in most capitals in the world, anyway. They have this feeling of superiority. If you come from the countryside, then you're kind of looked down on or something, if that makes sense. They are quite striking. I would wager that there is some sort of traditional festival taking place. Ah, that's just what I was thinking, Professor. Ho ho, I'm sure. It's true, I worked it out from, you know, what's going on around us. Well, that's very perceptive of you, Luke. Perhaps you can tell me then, what might the reason for this festival be? Well... Haha, don't worry, Luke. At this precise moment, nor can I. Let's just observe the festivities a little, shall we? Ah, there's the man we saw at the entrance. What's he doing? Let's look around first, I guess. He took a hint coin out of the fire. Interesting. You know, they say curiosity killed the cat. But I don't see any cats around here, so... Ow! Well, that's per for the course. The whole setup of this pun with no payoff. No. Don't do that, game. Don't do that. Don't go there, please. Save yourself the trouble. I heard someone refer to this mountain as the Overseer speak. You can see the top of this mountain from anywhere in the village. All the jungle and ocean around this village makes it feel very, really remote. Or sorry, okay. Ah, right. Yeah, I get it. You get hit if you call our town a farm town. Usually only those that come from Copenhagen say it. Okay, sorry. Excuse me. I have to read that again. It's about your own town that you say that. Because your town is, like, not in the capital area itself, maybe. It's a little outside of it, maybe, or something like that. So it would seem to people from the capital that this is a farm town, when it's really not. If you're from the town, you can pretty much tell. Hey, Chief, coming up with this routine's been a real brain scratcher. A brain scratcher, see? Look, Professor, a hint coin. Look, no, the fire gets burned. No, I don't see. What are you getting at, boy? Okay, how about this? Oh no, my hair, it's eating me. It's eating my hand. See, it's like my hand's being eaten by my hair. I don't see what you're on about, and you're starting to get on my nerves. I feel ya, man. This festival's been going on for days now, and all these acts have been going right over my head. Get on the stage. I can't feel my lumbago acting up again. What, it's a festival of jokes? And they're all, like, really poor jokes? Oh, come on, Chief. A little smirk never hurt anyone. Why don't you give it a try? Why don't you give it a try? Oh, what's the point? I've gone through all my best material. That was your best material. And you won't even raise an eyebrow. It's no use. You can see his eyebrows. No use, Chezzy Love. You're not trying hard enough. Just think of something to really grab his attention. But Chief Morals. Mushroom jokes, I guess. But Chief Morals been like this for weeks now. Even if I went back up there and fell flat on my face, that stage would still be a laughter-free zone. Oh, cheer up, love. Life's a bed of roses, and they come with thorns to boot. You've got to be thick-skinned. What peculiar people? Are they involved in some kind of contest? A comedy contest. If I had to guess, I'd say they're trying to make the village chief laugh. So it would seem, Luke, and I certainly can't fault them for their efforts. But surely this ritual has some bearing on the Aura Stone, does it not? I don't think so, it just looks like a party to me. Then why does he have it around his neck? Oh yeah, well spotted, I didn't even notice. I spotted something around his neck, but I didn't even think for a second that it was the egg. Look, Professor, it's the egg, look! Yes, I'm looking, my boy. Our esteemed chief does indeed seem to be in possession of the egg. Maybe if we can manage to get him to laugh, he'll give it to us. It doesn't look like the sort of person who'd just let us have it. Luke, at times like this, a gentleman must always remain positive. It can't hurt to ask. Maybe it's the prize for making him laugh. The village chief of Fongi steadfastly refuses to so much as smile. Okay, excuse me. We are a smaller town, but not small enough to be called small. And well, we are close to a farm town, but our town is known for production, mostly for producing cannons and cannonballs during the old times. I remember you mentioning that, yeah. Calling us a small farm town will get you beat up. Okay. I won't, I promise. Please don't hurt me. The poor man hasn't laughed in weeks. Perhaps he's just not a very cheerful sort. Oh, I see what your game is. Here I am, putting my heart and soul into my work for the village, and you think you can just come along and steal my thunder. What did we do? We were simply hoping to obtain an audience with your chief to discuss the possibility of a trade. Knew it! You got that beady look in your eyes. Well, you, sir, will not be skipping your way down the queue. Not you, not anyone. Got it? Oh no, really, we were just watching the festival. We don't want to take part. Not so hasty, Luke. If we can make the village elder laugh, is it not possible that we might be willing to part with the egg? Oh, good thinking, Professor. In that case, yes, we would like to skip our way down the queue. I mean, I usually advise people not to, but I gotta say, it gets on my nerve as well. Okay. I will not get on your nerves, promised. Alright, Professor, I guess not everyone here is as friendly as Amanita. Hold on a sec, did you just say Amanita? What's she got to do with this? As a matter of fact, Amanita was the gracious lady who directed us here. So she's given you the special treatment then, hey? Ah, can't win, can I? I'm only wanting my turn. Just because I look angry doesn't mean I want to be. Wow, that was easy. Looks like we have our chance now, Professor. Let's talk to Chief Merle. Just a moment, Luke. As gentlemen, it won't do to act arrogantly in the face of tradition. We must approach this carefully in the appropriate manner. Alright, so how do we do that? Wow, what's going on? Just a dash of preparation before the big performance. Now, after you, Luke. With aplomb. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that, but...
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. That didn't work. Layton saying quack, quack like this. It does crack me up. Don't give up, you two. Yeah. From Layton, most of all. I admire their courage. I, for one, could not do whatever it is they're doing. Luke is making a brave attempt to blur the boundaries of man and beast. Cracking. The chief must be enjoying this. If so, he's showing no signs. Or not. No luck, it would seem. Or not. Or not. Excuse me. No, never mind. What was that even supposed to do? Make him laugh? Since apparently they're supposed to make the village chief laugh. It's a disaster. We throw all this comedy gold at him and he won't even give us a grin. Something's definitely not right. Yeah, apparently it's a contest or something that they're holding. I take it your elder wasn't always of this less than sunny disposition. No, and we haven't a clue what has changed him. He used to be the life of the party, but now he acts as if he's turned toxic. You can take that off now, I think. Our stalwart opponent stood his ground with this time. Perhaps a crab impersonation would have had more charm. I got right up close, putting all sorts of faces at him, and still not even a titter. Well, never mind. It was a gallant effort nonetheless. You're up next, Professor Sycamore. Maybe your hair will do the trick. It certainly made Amanita crack up. Haha, well, rather than relying on my fashionable hairstyle, I thought I'd have a shot at some good old British comedy. Oh boy, here we go. Hold on. Hold on, I'll be right back. Layton, stop, I'm gonna die. Take that off. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Okay. Take that off. Alright. Excuse me. A bit of dry humor for that wet blanket that should cheer up Mr. Morrill. You talking of ice cream? I had to get some ice cream myself. Okay. You tell jokes, Professor? Well, good luck then. Professor Sycamore's cunning wit may be just a solution to our comedic dilemma. Just wait and see. Hugh, what is that sickly sweet smell? Is there a fruitcake somewhere around here? I believe the scent you've detected is my cologne. My name is Desmond Sycamore, and I'd like to tell you a little joke in exchange for that egg. Go on. Ahem. Once upon a time, there was a family of deer in a forest. A mother, a daughter, and a son. Okay, hold on. The mother deer was renowned for baking delicious cakes, and she would make them for all the other animals in the forest. Everyone talked about what a lovely family they must be, so kind and giving. One day though, the mother deer caught a cold, so she asked the son to go out and deliver the treats in her place. The son agreed, picked up a basket filled with goodies and left the house. His first stop was a house belonging to a family of rabbits. The rabbit family had never met the boy, but they welcomed him in. When is it supposed to start being funny? Saying that, knowing his mum, he must be a lovely boy indeed. They sat down, and to the rabbit's surprise, the young deer began to scoff up all the cakes right in front of him. He then proceeded to smash up their home, before darting off, shouting and screaming. Shocking behavior! Needless to say, the animals of the forest learned an important lesson that day. You shouldn't judge a buck by its mother. Okay. Wise words. Didn't you say you had a joke to tell me? Well, you see, that bit at the end was the joke. It's a witty play on a common idiom. Sycamore, this is horrible. Witty. What was witty about it? And here I had my hopes up because you smelt a bit like my favorite pudding. Okay. Perhaps these bumpkins aren't sophisticated enough to comprehend my wit. I don't know how to tell you this. But, I sense a storm brewing within the professor. I'm not surprised. It can't be a good feeling to have your joke fall flat like that. Anyway, this is like trying to get blood from a stone. Let's head back to the village square and think things over. Okay. I guess I'm not sophisticated enough, huh? Yeah, same here. Okay. How about we put on a play next? A real feast for the senses. Do you think that would get the chief to crack a smile? The senses. Of course, the chief did something rather extraordinary. He could distinctly smell Professor Sycamore's scent. In this simple fact alone, there may lie a significant clue. First, someone laughs at the sight of my hair, then someone else tells me I smell like a cake. Well, there are worse things that you could smell like, I would say. Even a saint's patience only lasts so long. In any case, we should redouble our efforts. There must be more to this than meets the eye. The villagers may disclose some vital information to us yet. Well, let's ask her again. Ah, it's Professor Pigtails and it's Lucius Locks. How did the festival go? Maybe he's blind? Could be, yeah. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he probably can't see with all that hair in his eyes. Yeah. Sycamore. And it was an entertaining experience, thank you. However, it doesn't appear as though your chief will be in a celebratory mood anytime soon. Oh well, never mind. Another day, another glorious sunrise. By the way, do you fancy staying for dinner tonight? I can cook up a mouth-watering stew, you know? Oh, really? Have you any traditional ingredients? Oh yes, plenty of those. Warty fowl cap, mature parsnip, and a liberal helping of moss and bark for that added texture. They're vegans, I think. Sorry, can't tonight. Washing my hair. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe once you boil off the poison. Just look at the chief. He comes round every day to eat the stuff, and he's a picture of health. I'm not so sure. Well, it pains me to decline, but I fear our palates may not be accustomed to such rich cuisine. He's such a diplomat, you know. Found the exact way to turn her down without hurting her feelings. Makes it sound like a compliment or something. It's sweet of you to put it like that, but I know a no when I hear one. Yeah. Can't fool her, huh? She's a sharp one. Oh well, more for the chief then. Maybe an extra large portion will help get him out of that grump he's in. Do you have any idea as to what could have caused it? I really can't say, but there's definitely something off about him. Something more than just a lack of a sense of humor. Layton's excuse was better than Sycamore, yeah. The traditional can't tonight, I'm washing my hair. Could you pinpoint at something? Oh, now you're putting me on the spot. Let's see. Why don't you just ask the chief's family? The Morals hut is just west of here. You can't miss it. An excellent idea, madam. We'll pay them a visit now. Oh, you might bump into his granddaughter there. A little bit eccentric, that girl, but cute as a button. Just like her name. What's her name? I wonder now. Venus Flytrap. Isn't that it? Ah yeah, Venus Flytrap. You found the hint coin. Oh, okay. You found the new item, Unbelievable Boomerang. That must look more impressive in 3D. It might look half asleep, but it's got rather sharp reflexes, I'm sure. Well, we saw. Why doesn't he look me in the eye when I'm talking to him? Did you know that chameleons can move both eyes separately? Good for them. All of these feathers are a bit over the top, don't you think? I suppose these feathers are intended to ward off evil. Makes sense that the chief's home would have some flashy decorations. Puzzle time! Ah, outsiders! Ah, Button. That's her name. It's a girl? Okay. Outsiders! No, no, no! You're not allowed to talk to me. Mom says you're not supposed to talk to strange children. Surely she didn't say that. You must be the chief's granddaughter. Button, is it? It's alright. You can trust us. We just want to ask about your grandfather. That's what a bad person would say. You can trust me, little one. We had a chameleon when I was younger. Oh, really? As a pet? How do you know my name? And how about Grandpa? And what's wrong with your hair? It seems safe to say we found the right hut, Professor. That's not fair. How do you know so much? Do you know everything? This tropical bird has a terribly unbalanced diet. Don't worry, just follow along. Your grandpa said it's okay. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly that. What's that? Last week, the bird keeper noted that the bird took fruit from the blue box 5 times, the red box 4 times, the green box 5 times, and the yellow box 3 times. Which fruits did the bird eat on each day? Ah, okay, I see. I think. Five, 4, 5, and 3. Mm-hmm. Oh, but yeah, it's written right there. Okay. Your dad had a phase where he liked exotic animals, so he got a chameleon, then another one later on, then a frog, and he also bought a walking stick. Though it ended up becoming a stick. Ah, you mean these insects that look like sticks? Your mother tried to take care of it, but it was too late. Ah, okay. Excuse me. My neighbors had one. At one point. I mean, the kids next door, I should say. I know they had one for a while. A walking stick. They had one. They had one of those at one point. Don't think they kept it for very long either. I guess they might be complicated to take care of. I'm not sure. I don't know, honestly. It wasn't mine. I just remember the next door boy holding one in his hand. Got spit stuck in my throat. Okay. I have a hard time figuring out this puzzle. He places fruit into each of the 4 colored bird boxes. Okay. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand. So if on Monday he decided to eat apple, then he would have eaten from the blue, the green, and the yellow one. It's called a stick bug in English. They apparently eat a very specific kind of flower. It's an even more complicated word in French. It's got nothing to do with being a stick or anything like that. It's a completely different name. Actually, does the word exist in English? Ah, no, okay, it's actually the whole family of these that are called like that. Okay. Phasmatodea, I guess. Or Phasmida. But it's a word that sounds like the Latin name, actually. Yeah, it's very close, yeah. Phasm in French, or phasm. With an E at the end instead of IDS. That's the name of the insect, basically. I think it's derived from the Latin name or something like that. But that's what they're called, yeah. Right, this puzzle I'm really struggling with. I don't even know how to get started on it. Is there one day... Let's say he ate apple on Monday. Okay, let's see. So that means he can't have eaten more than twice apples from the yellow box, but I don't know what that tells me. First of all, add up the numbers on the side of the chart to find out how many pieces of fruit the bird ate over the course of the week. Ah, yeah. Once you've done that, make a note of how many apples and oranges were provided on each day. Look at the last 4 days of the week, starting with Thursday. What do you notice? Okay. 10, 14, 17. Uh-huh. He ate 17 fruits. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's the same number of each fruit in the last 4 days. And at the start of the week, he gave them more orange, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm not sure what that tells me, but... I need another one. Look at the last 4 days of the week, starting with Thursday. You'll notice that either 2 apples or 2 oranges were eaten on each of these days. That means that the bird ate 8 pieces of fruit over the course of those 4 days, regardless of which kind of fruit he chose to eat. Ah, yeah, okay. The bird ate 17 pieces of fruit in total. So if you remove these 8, that leaves 9 pieces of fruit for the first 3 days. Okay. Ah, yeah, so it would have had to eat apples on Monday, oranges on Tuesday and Wednesday then. Okay. I guess that's what that means. And if he did so, then he never ate from the yellow box again after Wednesday? Is that what that tells me? Okay, then... now... That would mean that he only ate 2 fruits a day for the remainder of the week. But never the one that's in the yellow box. Okay, so he ate oranges there, then apples, apples, and apples. That's what that means? Let's see. Is that possible? On Monday, apples. Apples. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's 4 times. No, that's not possible. No, this arrangement doesn't work, because then he would have eaten from the box more times than what was actually possible. Unless 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. Ah, no, maybe. Ah, no, this is possible then. From the red one. He ate from the red one on Tuesday, Wednesday. Not on that day. On Friday. And then on Sunday again, so that's 4 times. Yeah, that seems to be correct. The green one, he ate from it 5 times, so he did so on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, no, yeah, not on that day, and then on Saturday and Sunday, And the third one, I already made it so that it would fit. I think this is correct then, but I needed hints to figure it out, though. The logic behind it was a bit complicated for my poor brain. The bird may not have a balanced diet on a day-to-day basis, but over the week it almost evens out. You got a new nut roller course, Tumble Forest. If you know so much, you can't really be outsiders, can you? Why didn't you just say so? Does that mean you would be willing to help us, Button? Well, of course, Mum says people who solve puzzles are always welcome. Anyone who can solve a puzzle is not a bad person. Excuse me. I hope I'm not gonna start becoming ill. Jeez. I hope so. My brain can't follow that logic. I feel a little less lonely, thank you. Your grandpa's been behaving a bit funny recently, hasn't he, Button? Do you have any idea why? Oh yeah, I think I know. He's been falling over a lot, for almost a whole moon now. This morning he walked in for breakfast completely caked in mud. Mum was furious. I bet. If Button's account is correct, then there's a possibility that traces of the chief's recent tumble will still be present. Don't worry, Button, we'll get to the bottom of this. Okay, but are you sure? Mum always says you should aim for the top. Okay. Like what? I don't know. That's what they make it sound like, anyway. Wow, I think my shoes are filling with mud. It seems that only the village center was constructed on firm soil. Be careful that you don't slip. Maybe the chief slipped somewhere around here. Very likely. Let's give the area a quick once-over, shall we? What's that thing even made of? Not wood. Looks all bouncy. Atlas beetle. Ants. Oh, look at this colony of ants. Let's take care not to step on them. It seems as though these ants are quite partial to mushrooms as well. Isn't it amazing that ants can carry things that are much bigger than them? A giant old log or bones? I think it's a log. A hollowed out trunk or something. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. A natural bridge. Oh, why is my throat so hitchy? A natural bridge formed from a fallen tree. What a stroke of luck. It's wobbly, it's creaking. You know, Luke, I think it might just break. It's full of holes. You'd need to be brave to cross this kind of bridge. Or foolish. Maybe I should have something to drink. Well, I can't seem to find any more hint coins. Unless... Was that just now? Ah, yeah, here. Luke, what do you make of this? It's shaped like the chief. Oh, it's a person print. That's some hard evidence, alright. I wonder how he managed to fall like that. Let's examine the surrounding area. We may come across a few more clues. These roots are quite thick and they aren't very easy to notice. Do you think this is where the chief could have tripped? You don't think so? Ah, Professor, it's one of those really smelly Rafflesia flowers. Let's not check over there. Yeah, they stink. Unpleasant odors should not hinder one's investigation, my boy. Note that the flower has been trampled on. Apparently, they smell like a body that's decomposing or something like that. They smell like death or something. Ew. You're suggesting that the chief slipped on those large petals? Have a closer look, Luke. Don't be afraid. Not that I've ever smelled a flower like this, but rotting flesh, yeah. Apparently that's what they say. I've never smelled one myself, but I'll believe them if they say it. I'm not willing to try. Well, if you say so, huh? That's funny. It doesn't smell at all. Well, there you go. Sometimes nature can be the greatest puzzle of all. But even if it doesn't smell, how come the chief didn't notice such a large, bright flower? Button mentioned that their grandfather only started falling over recently. We should look elsewhere. Perhaps we can gather more information back at the chief's house. Shouldn't we look around a bit more first? A good detective should pursue his case from all possible angles. Let's return to the village. Something tells me I'm gonna have to venture further into the jungle at some point. Okay, I'm gonna get myself some coffee again. I'm not feeling like coughing as much as before, but still a bit itchy. In a farming game I have, you can gather such a flower and make honey out of it, but I'm very concerned why anyone would do that in real life. But it sells for a lot. Okay. I sometimes get a scratchy throat after eating ice cream. Could that be the case for you? I don't know. It was already kind of scratchy before, so it could be both, really. Could be a bit of both. But yeah, honey from a Rafflesia flower. It sells for a lot in the game, I guess you're saying, right? Because otherwise, yeah, I'm not sure why you would want to do that. Knowing how they feed by catching flies and other bugs and then digesting those inside. It's technically honey made from decomposed bugs, I would guess. So yeah, no, I'm not tempted. No, thank you. I'm fine right now. Did you find it? The place where Grandpa went squelch? We did indeed, thanks to you, Button. Oh, then I'm glad I was around. I wouldn't want to miss all the thanks. But if you want to know about Grandpa, why didn't you just ask Gran? You're silly people. Oh, we'd very much like to, if it's no trouble. Where might we find her? Her? Who's that? Oh, you mean Gran? Yeah, she's in the house. Okay, this is getting tiring. Actually, I already asked Gran if I could ask you if you could ask Gran to tell you about Grandpa. And what did she say? She said to talk more slowly next time, and not to ask weird questions, but I think that means yes. A grinder. Admiral tie. A mask. Golden mask. Hello there, Mr. Parrot. Who's a pretty boy then? Buddy want a cracker? Parrot? Hey, I'm not Mr. Parrot. Are you just repeating everything I say? I don't think there's any point talking to this parrot anymore. Buddy want a cracker? Oh, these holes let birds fly in from outside, don't they? These doors are just for the birds. It's almost like they're part of the family. You know, this whole house feels a bit like a birdcage. Button is a headache I do not need in my life. Oh, but she's just a kid. Bird box. Bird? Okay. Hey, convenient. Hey, nice. Hey, what a clever system. I hope the yolk comes out runny. This appliance appears to be perfectly suited for cooking fried eggs. But what of the bits of shell, though? It is nearly lunchtime, isn't it, Professor? Doesn't the spiller get in the way when people are having a conversation? Look, you can just pick a mushroom whenever you're feeling peckish. Growing mushrooms in the pillars that support one's house? My word. Bananas. Non me laissez-moi. Okay. Okay. I've been expecting you. A little stalk tells me you're concerned about my other half's well-being. Crunchy egg. Yeah. I'd rather not have shell in mine, but to each their own taste. Nobody's giving you any trouble, are they? You're grand kid. I swear the manners in this village went out with the bathwater a long time ago. On the contrary, the hospitality we've been shown is refreshing. Good. It wasn't always sunshine and philodendrons, you know. That's a weird expression. But time's getting on. Best you head back, I think. Actually, we were wondering if you could tell us something about your husband's recent behavior first. Oh, that old fossil. He's not the sprightly... Ah, crap, I skipped a line. If my other half was half the hunter he used to be, we'd have food on the table before sundown. So you think he's just getting too old? Too old and too senile. Just the other day he came back from a hunt saying he'd lost his bow. I mean, how does that happen? Considering how essential it must be when hunting, that is very strange, yes. Truth be told, I think he's finding it tough to come to terms with old age. I haven't seen him smile for weeks. And if I had a truffle for every time he just waltzed off, I'd be stuffed. But you can pretty much guarantee he'll come barging back through the door while I'm in the middle of cooking dinner. He hasn't lost his sense of smell, apparently. I see. Mrs. Morrill, I believe I know the reason why your husband is feeling so miserable. You do? You mean it's not just because he's going crazy? On the contrary, I believe our chief is very much of sound mind. And if my theory is correct, there's a good chance that we will be able to change his attitude. Oh, please, anything to get him out of that dour mood? Dour? Dour? What does that mean? Or is that a spelling error? Dour meaning English. Relentlessly severe, stern, or gloomy in manner or appearance. Okay. Mm-hmm. And how do you pronounce that? Am I saying that right? Pronunciation. It's not an error. I didn't know the name. First time I hear it. Dour. Okay. Understood. Well, I learned a new word. Don't worry, Mrs. Morrill. We'll do everything we can. Please, Mrs. Morrill makes me feel old. Call me Lipidella. Another puzzle solved, Professor. Not just yet, Emmy. While I may have determined the root of the problem, we have not yet offered a solution. It's not a word commonly used, but it's good to know it. Yeah, I always like to know new words and how to pronounce them, if possible at all. We're going to have to build a special accessory. Are we making some more funny masks? Oh, how about a big cat this time? Like a cheetah or a leopard? Oh, that's not quite what I had in mind, but let's not get into that now. First, I would like to focus on gathering the materials we need. From the jungle... Right then, what are we looking for first, Professor? Because to be honest, I don't have the slightest idea. Let's see, first we're going to need some thin, smooth, cylindrical things. Cylindrical, with some twigs do the job. I'm afraid they'll need to be a little more robust than twigs. Some sort of small but strong rods then, what else? Some industrial strength glue would be nice for combining parts, but we may struggle to find that here. Tree sap. No? Tree resin, yeah. Indeed, but we may find a suitable substitute yet. Tree resin, perhaps. Some glue and some rods. That shouldn't be too hard. We should be able to find everything we need here in the jungle. No need to travel the world to find such simple resources. So we should focus on looking for these items inside the jungle. Got it. Is he gonna make glasses? Probably, yeah. That sounds like something that could be made from these things. Yeah, if he keeps tripping over, that might be because he's feeling disoriented, a lack of balance or something like that. And that could be due to poor eyesight. So that's a plausible reason indeed. Hello, Amanita. What's that you're carrying? Oh, just gathering some bullfrog bones for some milk cap broth. You know how it is. No? Oh, that sounds tasty. Excuse me, Amanita. Would it inconvenience you much if we were to take a few of those bones? If you're offering to carry the basket, take as many as you like. Are you making a milk cap broth too? Actually, we may have a slightly different use for them. We'll be sure to return the ones we don't use. Bullfrog bones acquired. Okay. Oh, you're an angel. Don't be too long about it, though. I'll need them for dinner. These bones are slimy to the touch. Yuck! Do we really have to use these bones, Professor? Poor eyesight can also make your head hurt, but it will usually mean your other senses will become stronger. Like smell. Yeah. Like his sense of smell. Given the circumstances, we have no better alternative. Besides, I think they should be quite adequate. Really? But there are all sorts of shapes and sizes. We still have to find something sticky. Could the villagers help us? That? No? Or should we ask her again? Okay, my throat is not feeling as itchy as it was before. That's a relief. Since I only have a week of work left before I leave for a few days to my parents and then I go to Switzerland, I don't want to fall ill now. I want to be in top shape. There you are, Pigtails. I've been looking for you. Sycamore, shouldn't you be watching... Yeah, it's Sycamore. Shouldn't you be watching the fire, Amanita? Oh, it's sweet of you to worry, love, but I've got it all under control. Miss Smith will be taking over from me in a mo. Good to know. So you say you were looking for me? Well, I still feel bad about laughing at you before, so I thought I'd make it up to you. I saw this and thought of you straight away, you see. Do tell me if it's too much of a bore. Baby Boar Racing. That sounds like the name of a game or something. Baby Boar Racing! 5 baby boars are about to take part in a race, but they won't be able to get started until you line them up. Ah, but it's the same puzzle as before. I'm so curious what they're gonna make. Well, glasses sounds like a good possibility. I don't even know how to proceed. How do I even get started? Whatever I take, I won't be able to move them anywhere else, right? Like so, maybe. No. Okay. It's difficult. I don't have the foggiest how I'm supposed to do this. Pure luck.
Allow me to demonstrate.
No logic whatsoever to my method. Pure luck.
A truly elegant puzzle.
Oh well, need a bit of this every now and then. The baby boy race can now go ahead. It's all thanks to you. It's not my fault. I'm not responsible. You got a new Blooms and Shrooms garden, tropical turf. That was enjoyably taxing. Thank you, Amanita. Sublime, just like those heavenly ringlets. Amanita, what are you doing with the puzzle exactly? Well, you see, I find that using some essence of puzzle in cooking gives your dish a little je ne sais quoi. I see. A little essence. I don't even know what that means. I mean, what essence of puzzle must taste like in your cooking? I don't know. These people are giving me a headache, and it's not from lack of glasses or anything like that. Chanterelle. Ah, yeah, that's a kind of mushroom. I don't know if it's a word that exists in English though. Is it? I don't know. But I know it's a kind of mushroom. In French, that's the name of a type of mushroom. An edible kind, that one. Quite tasty. I've been wondering, love, why ever do you need a hat that tall over your head? This headpiece is something very dear to me. I'll bet it is, but that doesn't answer a question. That thing must have cost a fortune. See, we're all about practicality here. Practicality. So that hairstyle you all have is, say, to protect you from the rain? The rain? Oh, if only it was just the rain. It's for defending ourselves against wild animals. There are always furry fellows out in the trees. If it is anything like dreadlocks or something, and they never wash it, it must stink and keep the wild animals at bay, maybe. Make them seem less edible that way. Yuck. On his way home through the forest, this young boy finds himself lost. Yeah, I know, by the way, that dreadlocks apparently aren't that smelly. I don't know. On his way home through the forest, this young boy finds himself lost. Luckily, he bumps into 8 forest animals who tell him which way to go in exchange for apples. The mouse guides him 1 square closer to home. The rabbit's 2 squares, the fox is 3 squares, and the bear 4 squares. He never meets 2 of the same type of animal in a row. And there are no animals on the squares containing bare trees. Where does he bump into each animal? You have to work your way back from the end, I think. The last one would be one that moves him forward 3 squares. So that's a fox. A fox here. To get on the fox, he would either need a bear here, 1, 2, 3, 4, or what is it, a rabbit? Like this. Another fox, 1, 2, 3 back. You can take care of your dreadlocks so that they won't smell, but most don't know how. Yeah, probably. Okay, we've run into a problem already. No? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Is that correct?
Okay, Emmy, time to shine.
No?
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother! Make sure the boy is sent directly from one animal to the next so that he gets home safe. I was under the impression that I had managed to do just that. What am I doing wrong? Well, he can pretty much tell where the foxes will go. And they seem to be correct to me. Yeah, if that's the first step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This one moves him forward 1. Unless... Uh-huh. Ah, he never meets two of the same type of animal in a row. Yeah, okay. Huh. Yeah, otherwise I guess there would be more than one possible solution. Okay, I get it. How about like this? 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay.
Right, I'm all set.
It's my mistake.
I'm on top form today.
I left one of the rules out. Tremendous. Ugh. He may have made it out of the forest, but he doesn't have any apples left. Oh, you should see them when they come at you. Tusks gleaming in the twilight. My hair saved me many a time. Why not pit your hair against the professor's hat in a no-holds-barred duel? Hemi, I strongly discourage this idea. I generally prefer to avoid activities that may lead to damaging my hat. Ha. You really didn't think any of that was funny, Chief? Not even the story about the deer? It was good advice, but we don't have any deer here. Well, the Chief is his usual enthusiastic self. We ought to return once we have collected all the materials we need. But wasn't I supposed to? I have a nose for danger. Just tell me if you ever want to borrow it. Find a few rods and some glue. Yeah. He said I should ask the locals. Or should I go inside one of the houses? Oh, it's a snail! Okay, I guess that would be gooey or gluey. Luke, I wouldn't touch that if I were you. Huh? Why not? That snail produces an extremely dangerous liquid. I'm really quite astonished to find the species in such a humid climate. Is it poisonous? No, not poisonous. However, one touch may still be enough to incapacitate you, right, Professor? Exactly so. You see, the snail secretes an extremely potent glue. It is potentially stronger than superglue, in fact. Okay. How does it not... how does it not get stuck to the stuff that he secretes that on then? I'm glad I didn't touch it then. Phew. We'll have to be especially careful when handling it. Let's see if we can get some in this jar. Snail glue acquired. Well, the rods and the glue are both accounted for, which means we're nearly done. You mean that's not all we need? The last component for our accessory needs to be something translucent, something that allows light to pass through. Something clear. How about glass? Or maybe a gemstone? Yeah, it's glasses. Glass requires particular tools to produce. Given that the villagers do not even use glass in their windows, it seems unlikely that they have such equipment here. Then if it's gemstones we're after, I'd say a little mining expedition may be on the cards. I mean, how does glue not get stuck in the bottle? Maybe it only gets sticky when it dries? It's the only explanation I can come up with. Gemstones. Should I go that way? Ah, Mr. Longhead. Button, why are you soaking wet? Oh yeah, that's okay. I decided not to catch a cold this time. Ah, that's good to hear, but make sure you dry off when you get home. Button, might I ask what you have there? Oh, this? I'm a genius for guessing what they were making! You don't hear me arguing, Monica. Wow, is that a crystal? Wait, isn't this exactly what we're looking for, Professor? As fortune would have it, yes, I believe it is. Button, may we use that crystal? No, this is my treasure. You can't have it. Oh, and rightly so. If anyone tries to steal your treasure, throw a puzzle at them and see what happens. That's what Mom says. Don't belittle yourself, Monica. You're quite smart. And I mean it. I mean it. These three bossy children would like you to pick fruit for them. I want all my fruit to be the same color, and I want to have one more piece than C. I want fruit from a tree that isn't on the edge, and it better not be blue. I want fruit from a tree next to the one in B. Okay, let's have a look at this. I want fruit from a tree next to the one B gets her fruit from, and I want one more piece than her. And all my fruit has to be the same color. Okay. If you satisfy their demands, perhaps they'll be quiet for a while. So get picking that fruit. Okay. These three bossy children would like you to pick fruit for them. I want all my fruit to be the same color, and I want to have one more piece than C. I want fruit from a tree that isn't on the edge. And it better not be blue. So B wants green then, essentially. Uh-huh. I want all my fruit to be the same color, and I want to have one more piece in C. Let's see, okay. B wants green ones, I guess. It's the only solution. I want fruit from a tree next to the one B gets her fruit from, and I want one more piece in her. Okay. One more piece than C. That leaves yellow, I guess. That seems to meet all the requirements. Uh-huh. I want a tree. I want fruit from a tree next to the one B gets her fruit from, and I want one more piece than her, and all my fruit has to be the same color. Okay. Okay.
Here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Totally tropical. You can satisfy all the children's demands if you give 3, etc., etc. Yeah, well, you know the drill. I'm still not giving you my treasure, but I'll tell you where I found it. I went over a real wobbly, really dangerous bridge. A bridge? Like this tree bridge here? No, I mean, yes, like this one, but not this one, and you'll never find it. She's not very good at lying. Phew, we crossed it. That wasn't so hard. Or so bad. I don't know. I went a bit quick. Says the boy who wouldn't let go of the professor's hand. Only because somebody kept shaking the bridge by stomping their way across. Good to see you two getting along as usual. Now I believe we're going to have to step through the waterfall. What? Really? Through it? I think I'd prefer not to step under that torrent of cold water, Professor. I'm hardly keen on being soaked myself, but I believe the path continues on the other side. And considering the state of Button's drenched clothes, I suspect the crystals we seek are beyond the waterfall. Because there's always a hidden cave behind waterfalls in games. For such a precocious child, she wasn't particularly good at keeping her secret. I don't think my hats are very water resistant, Professor. Could we find some way to shelter ourselves first? I fear my own hat is not impervious to the elements either. We shall just have to dry them off afterwards. I don't like the sound of this at all. Can't you do something about it, Emmy? Oh, come on, Luke. It's just a bit of water, but alright. How can I say no when you're giving me those puppy dog eyes? But what's she gonna do? Take one of these big leaves? No? Like Totoro. Use a big leaf to protect yourself from the rain. That's a hen coin. Look, Professor! A hen coin. Ah. Something here. Oh, come on, it was right there. Ah. Come on, it's right there. Ah. Oops. You found a new item, magic bean. Here. Okay. What's that? Something else here. Come on! Ah, it's a puzzle. Okay. Look, Professor. Someone went and hid a puzzle here. Puzzle 52. An epic quest. This brave young man's village is being attacked by a powerful and evil king. As anyone who knows of great legends will be able to tell you, there is always a sword bearing incredible power locked in a chest hidden deep within the forest. Unfortunately, the path through the forest is bewitched, and it's up to you to rearrange it so that the young man can save the day. First of all, create a path that will take him to the key, then create another path to the chest in which the sword is kept. Okay. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard, I think. First one that takes him to the key. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, and then... Okay. No, I need one of those that are at the top. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, I see. Alright. Hold on. I'm getting there. It's just taking a bit longer than anticipated. Okay. I'm getting there. There, one more move, and that's it. What? Ah, okay.
You know, I
Took a
think
little
this
time
may
to
be it.
react to my solution.
Puzzle solving is a most gentlemanly pursuit.
I agree. You legend. The young man's got his hands on the magic sword, and if he can master it, he'll surely best the evil king and become a hero in his village. Truly a most diverting puzzle. Or diverting? I'm not sure how you pronounce that, actually. You found the mystery item, hummingbird. Okay, is there any other... in coin? What's that? Is that a rock lodged up there? It looks rather unstable. Let's refrain from walking under it. I'll handle this, Professor. Stand back, everyone. This will only take a jiffy. Ah, she's scrambling right up the cliff. And with remarkable speed, too. She barely pauses between finding footholds. Can't even see what she's holding on to. She's reached the top without a hitch. Impressive. Hey, you might want to step back a bit further in case the water sprays. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that water has to go somewhere though, no? You're not gonna flood a part of the jungle and, like, destroy the nature and stuff like that? Piece of cake. Wow, you stopped the whole waterfall. That cave it was blocking must be the way through we were looking for. Thanks very much, Emmy. Just so that they wouldn't get wet. Anytime, Luke. What else is a professor's assistant for? Now, let's see where this cave leads. It's very dark, so watch where you tread, okay? Such disregard for nature. Just to keep a hat dry or something. Ah, yes, okay. I believe that might be the last one. Look where this tree is growing from, Professor. It's growing straight out of the edge of the cliff. It's bound to fall off. Its roots must be firmly planted. I'd wager this tree is rather sturdy. Okay. Let's go in then. Remember how we talked about Catherine yesterday? I felt like playing it again myself, so yeah, I've started it up. Can't fault you. It's a good reason. it's a good way to pass the time. It's lovely and cool inside. The rock formations, so curious and yet so beautiful. Nature holds many wonders. A natural limestone grotto. Let's look around and see if we can find any crystals like the ones Button treasures so dearly. Bats. Wait, what? What's that down here? Baby frogs, okay. Tadpoles. Okay, that was a coin. The incredible beauty of rock formations never ceases to amaze me. How long must it have taken for it to become this big? Professor, I'm sure this just moved. Stalactites. These stalactites were formed by drops of water over thousands of years. I always feel that stalactites are natural works of art. A drop of water landed right on my nose. Crystals. I think I can see something sparkling up there, and I'm pretty sure it's not a stalactite. Could the crystals we're looking for be up there? Fascinating. They only form in this one particular area of the cave. But how are we going to get all the way up there? Uh-oh, is this my fault? Did I do something when I knocked that boulder over before? The pillar, it's shaking! Everyone, stand back. I'm going to attempt to dislodge the pillar. What? Professor, be careful! If I examine the pillar carefully, I should be able to find a way to make it topple almost effortlessly. Puzzle? No? Yeah, but I think there must be coins left in this place. I'm just not sure where yet. Okay, if I can only find one coin, I'll try to topple that thing first, I guess. If I just remove this stone. Huh. Dangerous. Well, that was exhilarating. Is everyone alright? If you only worry about everyone being alright after the fact, yes, but wow, that was scary, and I didn't expect the whole pillar to fall down so easily. Despite its size, it was supported by the smallest counterbalance. Well, now that we made a path, let's select a few crystals to take back, shall we? The bats remained undisturbed. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to... find more coins, if I can. Or maybe I do have to zoom in. And maybe now I can get these coins wherever they are. No? Are there any? No, I can't get any reaction. Okay. With these, we have everything we need to make the special accessory. We've worked hard, and I believe our efforts will not be in vain. Glittering crystals acquired. It just goes to show how resourceful people can be when they really want to. So now, will you tell us what kind of mask you're planning to make? You'll see soon enough, Emmy. Let's return to the village and restore the chief to his former jovial self. I find it weird that we haven't discovered more coins in this place. Here maybe? Okay, there's another one. Come on, I bet there's at least one more. At the root of these mushrooms? No? I'm sure there's at least another one, but I can't find it. Okay, I saw bats flying off. What was that? What, should I keep looking through it? What? Are you supposed to interact with these? I give up. This place is too big. Ah, wait, people. Hey, it's Inspector Chelmy. So that's where they went on vacation. Hello. Oh, fancy meeting you here. Emily, don't tell me this is one of the destinations on your honeymoon world tour. Well, you know how it is. The hubby loves these sorts of exotic locations. They really bring out the explorer in him. Speaking of which, this puzzle seems to be driving our compasses haywire. I don't suppose you could have a look? The domino effect. This area contains a cluster of legendary ancient stones. The research of one famous archaeologist suggests these stones were once used for fortune-telling. If someone managed to topple all the stones by pushing over just one of them, it would guarantee healthy crops that year. Hearing of the legend, a farmer decided to give it a go. This photograph was taken immediately before he selected a stone. Circle the right stone to push over. Uh-huh. I have to push the one that will topple all the others. Well, I'd say the one at the top right corner. Yeah. And then I guess, well, I don't like how these two are arranged, because it looks like if the one on the left pushed this one, it would not fall forward. That lady's physique is insane. Which lady? The one on the right? Or what? That one on the right? Yeah, indeed, yeah. Depending on how she's turned. The one on the left, he looks like a monkey to me. I don't know, I'm gonna try this.
Okay, Emmy, time to shine.
No, that's not it. Oh, okay, well, I made a mistake.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother! Inspect the photograph very closely. Every crook and granny. Tiny waist and huge, yeah. She's stacked to the roof. Domino effect. I'm probably gonna need a hint because I don't get it. I don't see what the logic is. Every crook and granny, they said. Start by picking a stone at random and imagining what would happen if you pushed it over. If the trail of toppling stones gets stopped by another stone at some point, try seeing what would happen if you started by pushing the stone that halted your progress. That's right, you'll need to do a lot of visualizing to solve this puzzle. That's what I was doing. You've no doubt visualized a fair few ways the stones will fall. Depending on which one is pushed and come across a problem, the three stones facing the center, not only will they not knock any other stones over, their positioning makes it difficult to knock them all over unless... Is there another stone that would guarantee toppling these three stones and all the rest? Oh, wait. Wait, this? Okay.
Want an answer? How's this?
It didn't seem to be part of the rest, so I didn't notice it.
Piece of cake.
A bumper harvest for you. Pushing over the huge rock in the top right is guaranteed to make all the others topple over. Looks like it's going to be a good year. The domino effect is now in your puzzle index. Well, would you believe it? The moment you solved that puzzle, the needle sprang straight back to their original position. I know puzzles are supposed to make your head spin, but this is ridiculous. Excuse me, yeah, okay. Back to map. Chief Moral still doesn't seem to be smiling. Are you ready, Luke? Follow my lead. Okay, Professor. Okay, let's talk to him. Who's this, then? Hello again, Mr. Morrill. Don't you remember us? We came to visit you earlier. Never seen you in my life. Are you sure this is going to work, Professor? I can't say for certain until we actually try. Suffice it to say, though, that I have a good feeling about this. It's those Mad Hatters again, persistent as Ivy. What are they up to this time? Whatever it is, it's bound to be better than your last idea. I mean, really, mustaches aren't meant to do that sort of thing. Now I wonder what he did with his mustache. If I could have your attention, please, is there anyone in the village who is especially good at polishing? Polishing? Look no further, love. If there's a piece of silverware I can't shine, it predates history. Very promising. And have we also in our midst someone accustomed to, say, chopping wood? Well, I can't chop wood, but I'm not bad at chopping veggies. Is that good enough? Certainly. The precise cutting actions you will be used to are exactly what we need. Okay. And finally, I require someone capable of handling this glue. Alright, that's from the gluttonous Maximus. You'd best give that to me before someone gets too attached to it. Wonderful. That I should find volunteers so quickly reflects how deeply you care about your chief. Is there anything I can do to help? Professor, why not let the boy be in charge of organizing the materials? Oh, organizing, but I wanted to help make the mask. Well, given the complexity of the task, I had thought we would take care of it, Professor, but I suppose we could let him try. What? Is it really going to be that difficult? Absolutely. See for yourself. Polish, cut, glue. Okay. Wow, there are so many pieces. Some of the objects we gathered are sadly too flimsy for construction. So, you see, Luke, this is by no means a simple task. Right, okay, let's see. I'm not sure where to start. We should only need 3 items. Try to choose objects that are easy for each volunteer to handle. Okay, how about this? An interesting choice. Are you happy with that? No. Yeah, I think we can make something that looks really silly out of this. Let's see. At a glance, I'd say one of these items will be suitable. I agree. However, I imagine our volunteers are somewhat baffled by your other 2 choices. How might they handle them? Consider carefully which 2 items you should substitute. Okay, it's sort of solving half the puzzle for you. Right, I'll give it another go. That's the spirit. Just keep trying until you get it right. Leave it to me. I'd say polish this one, maybe? For glasses? For the actual lenses? These could be made to hold the glasses, the lenses themselves. And to make those would be the rims, I guess, and the things that go around your ears. I don't know how to call them in English. This maybe, or these. No. If you cut this one in 2, no. That's right. Oh, okay. There we go. You've assigned each item to the appropriate person. A job well done. Oh, really? Great, so we can get round to making the mask now. It's not a mask! Indeed we can. I'll quickly explain how to construct this mask. Okay, excuse me, I need the restroom for a little bit. I'll be right back. I want to see the end result of the glasses, but once that's done, I think I'll leave and focus on Catherine. Okie dokie. Hold on. Okay, puzzle solved. Well, I cut it the way you asked, but now what? Here you go, as promised, polished to perfection. Don't say Chanterelle have let you down. Huh? Hold on. Is this what I think it is? I believe we're done. Chief Merle, if you'd just like to place this on your head. Yeah. Okay, that's what they look like. But his eyes are still covered with his hair, though. What? What's this all about? Chief Merle, can you see us? What in the... What's wrong with your... The pair of you look ridiculous. He's laughing. The chief's laughing? You've got to be joking. Well, I never would have thought the gloomy so-and-so just needed a pair of glasses. We must have been blind not to see it. So none of the villagers caught on to the chief's blindness. When did you work it out, Professor? Do you recall how the chief reacted to Professor Sycamore? What happened again? He was really surprised by something, right? The smell. There was a significant difference between our performance and the one by Professor Sycamore. Yours required a viewer and mine a listener. Naturally, the chief didn't react to your performance because he couldn't see it. So that explains why he didn't see the Rafflesia flower. Exactly, which would be the most plausible explanation for his falling in the mud. Of course, it didn't smell of anything, so you wouldn't notice it unless you were looking down at the ground. But if that's the case, how does he even manage to get around the village? Chief Merle most likely relied on his excellent sense of smell. The potent smell of Amanita's concoctions and of Mrs. Merle's homemade meals would have hated his sense of direction. Oh, so he just follows his nose wherever he goes. Okay, that's a mystery solved then, I guess. Okay, it appears the people of Fungi had not considered the possibility that the chief's eyesight could have deteriorated. Okay, I think I'll just go as far as getting the egg. It didn't smell like anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it any more than you do. What are you all doing here? Did you all come out for the rain or something? Yeah, I'll play as far as getting the egg, I think, and then I'll relax for the rest of the evening until I have to go to sleep, because I am also, well, quite tired by having been working all night yesterday, despite the fact that I slept long enough. But I need to get back into the rhythm of sleeping at normal hours. I don't know what you outsiders have done, but now the lot of you look completely barmy. I'm glad that we were able to bring a smile to your face, Chief. Your face is all stretched out, and look at you with that enormous nose. It appears the lenses in our makeshift glasses provide the chief with a slightly distorted view of the world. Before I forget, didn't you say something about wanting this eggy thing? Egg acquired. You would allow us to take it, sir? Well, normally no. I've been bored out of my skull for ages, my back's giving me grief, and my wife's always nagging. I thought this festival might lighten life up a bit, but no. All we've had is a slew of terrible acting verging on the invisible. But if you've changed all that, I won't be needing this eggy thing to console me anymore. You are most kind, Chief Merle. We will not forget your generosity. That's sweet anyways, but I'm gonna go. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, okay, welcome, Monica. You're welcome, Monica. See you next time, hopefully. And take care of yourself. Enjoy Catherine, then. Have a good one, and have a good night. See ya. Now all this talk of eggs is making me hungry. I'm going home to make some French toast. Excuse me, you can't just walk off without saying a word to us, Chief. He's the chief, he can do whatever he likes. Why not? The festival's been going on for days. It's over now, isn't it? It's hardly been much of a festival. We've been working our backsides off trying to get you to cheer up. I'd expect you to at least sort out a little bit of fun for us now. Oh, well, you could have said that earlier, you silly toads. And here I was thinking we were done. Alright then, let's put the Fong back into Fungi. Unfortunately, I don't think we have time to stay for the festivities. Give my thanks to the villagers for all their efforts. Off so soon? Well, you're welcome back anytime. After all, you've opened my eyes to the people around me. Okay. And that's it, I guess, with this chapter. Okay. Okay. Welcome back, sirs and madams. I trust your expedition was a blinding success. It was, thank you. In fact, the Fongi chief's generosity was quite astounding, and he graciously offered us his egg. We even saw a whole new side to Luke and the professor. Truly, Raymond, it's a pity you weren't there to witness it. You needn't concern yourself on my behalf, master. Just like his mother, this young buck only aspires to serve and to serve well. What was that? I find there is no greater pleasure than seeing my master's more whimsical side. Raymond, how... Ladies and gentlemen, the preparations for our departure are complete. When you wish to leave, simply say the word. Now that he's heard it, I'll have to come up with a new joke. Professor Layton, Professor Sycamore, I think my memory may be returning. Are you able to recall something now? Yes, I can see an arid desert. Here, this entire land used to be a gaping void. The Azran transformed it into a vibrant oasis. That's what the egg is telling me. You mean the Azran brought this entire jungle into existence? So it seems, but the rest of my memory is still a haze. It is truly astounding to discover that the Azran had such an impact on the modern day, on life itself. Indeed. Well then, shall we set off? It's not letting me pick my next destination. Now it does, okay. New articles have been added to the World Times. A new episode has been added to the trunk. Flora or fauna? Okay, well, I think I'll stop here then. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, probably same time as today, and we'll continue this game then. See you next time. Take care of yourselves, and once again, thank you for watching. Bye-bye. See ya. Take care.